14.
You don't gotta count the episodes no more. You
I don't
keep
know.
counting them.
I feel like it gives me a good.
Season 1, episode 14, guys.
Nah, no season. I don't think we're gonna do season.
Being sarcastic.
Oh, all right. All right. No, I'm sorry.
What's up, guys, man? Welcome back to our channel. You already know the vibes. We here again, two guys being two men. And today we got a great episode for you guys. Let them know.
What that mean?
Let them know the episode.
He said two guys being two men. All right.
Boys to men, two guys to men.
Today's episode is men's responsibilities. And obviously, you know, we talk about that and how it incorporates into your mental health and how it affects your mental health. You know, how we always do in every episode, nothing new. Nothing's going to change. That's what we target every time, every episode. Hopefully, like we said, reach one person, somebody, later down the line, 10, 20, 30 years from now. I don't know. We just try to help.
And also, ladies, you know, says men's mental health, obviously, because we're men, but let us know in the comments about your mental health with your responsibilities, what you feel like, you know, some responsibilities for you ladies out there and how it takes a toll on your mental health, if it's good, bad, you know.
Yeah, if you want to come, if you want to come sit down over here with us and talk to the viewers, you can too. Let us know, man. I mean, we like we said, we want both sides. Just because we targeted the men's mental health, we would like to know what, you know, the females think about men's mental health too.
Let us know what you feel as though is good responsibility traits of men, and where you feel as though that, you know, men should maybe improve on in today's society, things of that nature. You know, just put it out there. But, you know, drop some comments, give us some feedback, let us know. You know, we love it. We love all the support and comments. We love interacting with you guys and girls out there, and we love helping people. So that's the goal, right?
Yeah, like always. I mean, but yeah, let's get into it, man. I mean, this episode, I'm gonna try to uplift the men. I mean, we might. I don't know yet. You gotta see how it goes. See how the water flows. We might take some shots at the females a little bit. I mean, you know, not all the females. You know, a lot of things I say, it seems like it's directed, but usually I'm talking about specific kind of people. I just don't. I kind of promise myself stop explaining myself too much. So I feel like sometimes some of the stuff I say gets taken out of proportion. Like, I'm not talking about everybody who do a particular thing.
To each his own.
Yeah, because some people read my last comment.
Some people seen your last video.
No, because, you know, one of our supporters brought it to my attention, but people read the comments, so they kind of like hit me up on the side. It was like, yeah, you know, I didn't. But like, come on, man. I'm not explaining myself. Fuck it. I wrote what I wrote. I said what I said. It is what it is. I mean, I don't hate people, so there's nothing against anybody.
I already told you, you gotta see it from our viewer standpoint as well. Like, everybody have their different views, and, you know, you're passionate about certain things, and it doesn't mean that you may not, that you hate individuals or anything like that. You're just passionate about it, and some people don't feel the same passion that you feel towards certain subjects. You know,
fuck that. No, I'm just playing. Oh well, next episode, we here. Let's go. We lit. Men's responsibilities. We do it all. There you go. That's the episode. Thanks for watching. Nah, I'm just playing.
Real men do it all.
Yeah, real men do it all. Exactly. Yeah,
they'll attempt to do it all. Real men attempt to do it all. There's no excuses. They'll try to get it done, and everybody know a real man can respect another real man. They can tell them, like, at the end of the day, we're gonna try, and that's all we got. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to make it happen.
You can point it out though, like who's really real, and then like if you real, and you know you're real, like you can see the other person, like, you know who's really real out of the group. Like, it'd be a group of guys.
Yeah. When you get to know people, or if you got your set of group of your friends, you know who's the real ones and who's the ones that come up with excuses, who the ones who have fast their responsibilities, and some who just don't really, you know, how can you say it? Some really don't take care of their responsibility in a sense, you know. But
I mean, there's a lot of responsibilities for men, man. There's a lot of them. I know a major one. I mean, I feel like we're gonna talk about a lot in this episode. Because I mean, like we said, a lot of the stuff we talk about is from personal experiences, personal stories we have, personal shit we just been through, and I feel like the main responsibility of a man, and what really messes with their mental health is the financial responsibility. Because yeah, it might be modern times and modern day, but men still feel like they gotta be that sole provider financially sometimes, and if they're not, it takes a little hit on their manhood, and I feel like it shouldn't. I mean, but then again, that's only words. I mean, it's hard. Like we've been saying in plenty of episodes. It's hard to just do rather than say. It's easy for me to sit right here and tell you, yo, don't worry about that shit, but you're gonna worry about that shit.
Yeah, I know
So
it affects me regardless. My wife works, makes great money. I make, my money, but at the end of the day, I wish I could provide everything for them. And even I feel as though I do currently provide as much as I can, and it would still affect me because I feel as though that I'm able to provide more, and just I'm not at that point in life. You will
yeah,
always feel like, you know, a guy will always feel like, I feel like it's in a man's nature, a real man nature, that once they eat, family or not family, that they always feel as though financially they need to be in a good position. I don't know how guys can go around and live and not have the responsibility of having money in their pocket, or having a goal where they need to make money, or future goals of where they need to be at 10 years from now financially. Like that's always in my mind running through it. And it's not like to the fact where being hard for money or saving every dollar there is. It's just more of like, I want it out there. I want to be the best I can, and as a man I want to be able to provide the most I can financially to myself, to my family, to my friends, everybody, and even to the community, and give back. And I feel like it takes a toll on a man's mental health. The financial part is one of the big ones for sure. I can agree with that.
yeah. I mean, for me, I'm gonna say not so much, and that kind of aspect of like having it, like, cause me personally, I'm gonna always have it regardless. Like I feel like that's just a responsibility to a man. Like we just, like we're talking about, like you're just always gonna have it. Like it's no question. Like they'd be like, yo, he don't got it. Like no, that's not gonna be me. Like I'm a grown man now. I have a fiance. I have kids. I have a family to raise. Like it's never gonna be to a point where I don't got it. So I'm gonna have it, but I feel like that's just the responsibility. And I'm not saying that to just be like, oh, I'm a born hustler, like this and that. Like I'm gonna get it regardless. Like it's not even for all that. I'm only saying that because like I feel like a responsibility as a man. Like you're just always gonna have it, especially if you have a family. Like you're always gonna have it, but more of in another sense of how he was saying, financially you just want to have that money on you and stuff like that. I mean, I'm different in a way because I just don't care about my money. I don't. I mean, not to say I'm bad with my finances. Like I think I'm pretty smart. I mean, I don't do a lot of dumb shit. I'll do some dumb shit with my money, but I don't do a lot of dumb shit where I gotta think about it and be like, oh my god, like this, that's we can't do this, we can't do that. Like me and my family, we still do whatever we can, and that's because like I said, I'm gonna have it. Like if we plan something, I'm I'm, I'm gonna have it. Talking about just that responsibility alone, I feel like can take a toll because maybe one day I'm not gonna have it, and then who says what kind of place my mental state will be then? You know what I'm talking about? So it's like I know some men, it's hard for them to get it. I mean, it's just hard for them financially. I mean, some of them did stupid decisions where, they did some time. They coming out of prison. Nobody wants to hire them. The people that do hire them are paying them shit money, and they have a family to raise. And you know, them being in prison kind of changed them, and they want to change their life, but it's just hard after that. And then, but those are the type of man that we were saying earlier. Like you can spot who's a real man because he knows he fucked up. He want to make a change, but it's just hard, and he don't have it financially. And then, so I could just imagine what those guys like going through mentally. And for me, like if I can speak to someone like that, like I'll just let them know, like, look, man, just keep going. Like as long as you're trying, as long as you're just like just do it. Like I'm gonna keep saying that cheesy ass line, just do it. But it's like it's true, man. Just as long as you keep going and you keep trying, like you're not gonna fail. As long as you keep trying, like
You fail by not trying. That's the
yeah,
thing.
like yeah, for real, for real. Like you fail by
You
not
don't fail
trying.
by
That's true.
trying. You
Like
just you learn lessons from your mistakes and all that. But if you just sit there, you're not giving it or trying at all. You're failing by doing that. That's why I can never understand. Like what I mean when I was trying to explain that too is more like you said. It is it's just it's like a must responsibility for us. It's like it's no part time and becoming financial, providing for your family or for yourself. Like as a man, you gotta have it financially. Like
yeah,
you have to have it figured out. There's no excuses. There's no excuses why you called out of work just to stay home and play video games. There's no excuses why you called out of work just to go, you know, bullshit around the crib or whatever you got to do. And there's no excuses why you shouldn't be bettering yourself or bettering your career, looking for a better opportunity for yourself if you feel unhappy where you're at.
yeah. But I
Like,
feel like you saying that's one of the responsibilities as a man. Like you always gotta
yeah,
keep bettering yourself. Like
right. That's what I'm
yeah,
saying. But there's there's guys that are not like that. There's guys that are fine with taking time off of work or not getting back into it and not being in that position financially. And it's not that they don't care about money because you still see them out there enjoying. I don't
doing
know how
dumb
they get
shit,
money. Yeah,
borrowing money from people, shit like that. Yeah, I feel you. I know what
but
you're talking
it's
about.
more of like, what's your excuse of not going to get it? There's like you were saying, a good example is guys that come out of prison. I personally know some, especially when I used to work over there in the prisons and speak to some of the guys that were housed there, and they were telling me how of a fucked up position they're going to be in when they get out of here and they have their wives or their baby moms or their kids, and they're like, "Yo, man, what I'm gonna do, Garcia?" And I'm like, look, man, you just got to go out there and you got to make it happen. There's going to be an opportunity presented to yourself,
Yeah,
but you
man.
gotta go out there and look and try for it, even when it doesn't come across you the first time. Like you got to get up and try. As a man, we got to continue to try. Like uh, does we got to put our feelings to the side all the time, and you got to get up and go. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like even like I said, if you're unhappy in a job you're working or something like that, you got to get up and you still got to do it until you find something else,
Yeah.
or
You just gotta keep
you
you
got to
gotta
have a
keep getting
plan when it
better.
comes
You
to
have to
financially.
keep getting better. If you feel like you're okay where you're at and sometimes you get in that mental state where you be like, man, I feel stuck, then you're not okay where you're at. You gotta do something to change it. You gotta get better, man. I feel like me personally, like I'm never comfortable with myself, and that's it definitely takes a toll on my mental health. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm constantly bettering myself. Like I'm gonna make sure I'm that guy. Like I'm always want to be on top. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant because that's just not who I am. Like I'm not an arrogant person, but I'm saying that in a way for myself so I can be like, now if you don't, you're gonna look stupid, and if you don't, you're gonna feel like shit. So to this day, I feel like I'm doing. I feel like, let me just say this. I feel like I think I'm doing good, if that makes sense. I think I'm doing good where I'm at in life. Like people tell me, of course they tell me. I mean, I think I'm a good father. I think I'm a good worker. I think I'm a good fiance. I think I'm a good person. I think I'll be doing good, but some days I just be like, I gotta be better. I have to be better, and I feel like for some men, if they think like that, their life will change drastically, man. Their life will change drastically because some men, man, and it can go back to depression. Some men get it's I'm gonna say some men get into a mental state where they feel like this is it, this is my life, that's it. Like there's nothing more. I can't get any more. I'm stuck. I've been trying forever, but it's like, bro, that's
I feel like when they say something like that, then you didn't really try then,
yeah,
because
or you just gave up
yeah,
because if
there's
you keep
unlimited
trying, man,
possibilities out
yeah,
there.
shit will change, and it's just I know you guys, a lot of us, all of us, we be on social media, so I know you see those videos of the top celebrities or the top athletes, and yes, they're athletes and celebrities, so a lot of them, we don't really take their word for it because they're like, oh, you wouldn't be saying that if you was in that position. Like, you're in that position now. That's why you're saying that. Might be true and it might not be true. I mean, we don't really know. We never knew these guys before the fame and all that. So,
Some of them
just
probably really, well,
never gave
most of
up.
them grinded to
Yeah,
become an
and just
athlete.
never
Obviously, you
gave
gotta be the
up.
best of the best,
Yeah, you
or
just never gave up.
there's some people that we know probably that could have been it, but probably
They
didn't take
gave
themselves in
up.
that. Yeah,
They gave
they
up.
didn't go for that college
Yeah,
football, track, or baseball. They didn't give themselves that opportunity.
yeah,
They stood around and fooled with their dumbass friends and
yeah.
ended up in a position. And hey, don't get mad at me because honestly, I feel like I could have been big and fucking shit like that. But they told me don't be a
Yeah,
football player.
that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people, especially at our age, we thinking about everything. We're thinking about life, what we didn't do, what we gotta do. Like, we're in a tricky age right now where we're gonna be
The
constantly
midlife
thinking.
crisis.
We go not even like, but we're gonna be like constantly thinking like, we gotta make a move. We gotta make a move, and it's crazy because we're still young. I mean, but that's just, I feel like if you're a man with those kind of responsibilities, you'll understand yeah, we have it hard. We do have it hard as men, but that's what's the saying? That's what uh separates men from boys, I guess, right?
Separate boys from men.
Why
Yeah,
you
it's something
always
like
keep
that. Yeah.
saying boys to men?
I'm
You
thinking about
love
music.
that group. What the hell?
Got some good bangers.
But that's just separates the men from boys. Like, you
Or
got
that separate
responsibilities.
the big dogs from the puppies. She don't want a little dog. She want a big dog. I think they said it in the Eagles.
You want to be a rapper now?
No, I could
I
never be
can't
a
imagine
rapper.
you rapping. I feel like your name would be like
I'll do a gospel rap if it came down to it. I won't do no hood rap. Cause
gospel rap.
I can't repeat off the hood raps now. I love them, but I'll be trying to like repeat the words and
The only word I can't repeat for is the P word. That's it. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I just can't. It's so weird. Like,
hey man, I was just in the gym listening to Big X the plug and that was going hard.
he nice.
All right,
Yeah.
come on, we're going off track a little
Yeah, I
bit.
know. My bad. It's easy for us to go off track. What the hell?
See that?
But what I was saying, man.
Oh man, we talking about how this will separate you from being a boy to a
Oh
man.
yeah. That's what separates you. Like, so as a man, you got responsibilities and you take care of it. It's just plain and simple. Like, it's written right there. Like, that when that day comes and you realize, look, I'm a grown man now. You're gonna see the light, and then you're gonna see responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take care of it,
It
man.
doesn't necessarily you have to have a family for that. You got to think about it
No,
like this because in
that's
order
why I
to-
just said the men
yeah,
responsibility.
in order to take as in general, in order to take care of a family, you got to take care of yourself first. You got to be in a position where I always tell you this, but let's say, we have wives and fiancés and stuff, right? One day I'll use a random person there cuz I don't like jinx and stuff like that. But
Jimmy.
people in a relationship, right? This is the point I'm gonna prove is where you have to be in a position in life where you have to take care of yourself financially, mentally, physically as a man in order to take care of others. Because let's say in a situation where you was with this person for years, and have a family together, you guys didn't work out, right? Are you gonna let your life go to waste, or are you able to still provide that lifestyle for your children even though your partner is no longer there? You know what I mean? Like, as long as you're able to take care of yourself, whether or
Oh,
not
you feel like
as a man, regardless if you have a family or not, you still have to be in a position you take care of yourself because God forbid you lose your spouse or anything in some type of way, you still have to take care of all your responsibilities while your spouse there no longer.
so you're saying like without the support from your spouse, or just like
support physically, mentally,
okay,
financially,
okay,
all of
gotcha.
that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you, as a man, I think that's one thing on us too. Well, I speak for myself, but I feel as though I can't rely on anyone. I have to get on my own. And
Yeah.
even though my wife will help me if it came down to anything, I have to do it because it's just I don't know. I feel like my brain is programmed like that because if God forbid was something was to ever happen, I got to be able to still go on with my life and
Right.
be able to do what I got to do, like the way I'm doing it now. If not, still level up.
But I
You
feel
know
like
what I
kids help that in a way too, cause like
Well, like you talking about like to motivate you to do it?
yeah.
Well,
Like
yeah.
I feel like cause some
Depends what type of
let's
father
go
you
back
are,
to the saying, men and then boys, right? Some boys have kids. That's when they become men.
I was
You
a
feel
boy
me?
when I had a kid. Yeah.
So I feel like once that kid comes, for some guys, 'cause,
It changes your
we
life.
all know there's deadbeats out there, but for some guys, that's when they get the wake up call, and they might not have a kid to their in their 30s, so they might not be a man until they become like 35, 36.
I'm not saying have a kid is gonna make you a man. No,
No, no, no, no, no,
there's a
no, no,
lot
no.
of things in life that would help you develop into a man. Because if you ask me today, I feel as though I'm still not at that position of claiming myself to be a full man yet. Because I feel like there's still a lot left for me to accomplish. There's still a lot for me to learn. So I would say that I'm a good guy and a good man, yes. But I'm like I just feel like I haven't reached my prime yet or my peak. So I'm not gonna sit here and state that yet because I have a lot. I have a lot to still
That's what I feel like
accomplish.
I tried to explain earlier. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard to explain because I don't want to sit here and tell you guys like I'm not a man, but I just feel like I'm not done yet. Like I'm just
I
I
know there's
need to keep
more.
going. And me personally, I feel like I would never get to the point where I feel accomplished. Like I just won't, man, because just all my life not having nothing, and then I'm just gonna keep grinding for all that stuff that I want and all that stuff that I need and all that stuff I want to change for my family. That you know, you when you grow up in situations like we did, you tell yourself like, I'm gonna make my life what I wanted to, what I dreamed of it being growing up, and I thought I never would get because of where we started at. Like that video. We was just literally talking about this video when the guy's telling those kids or those people, take a step forward if you live with both
If you have
parents. Take a
if you
step
have access to private education, if you
right.
had your phone bill never cut off, your phone never cut off, if you was always have a meal on the table, never
Yeah,
have
and
to
you
worry about
saw
a
the
meal.
people that had he said these are the people with the head start in life, and these are the people that
I
got it
feel
from the
like us
bottom.
and a lot of people we probably grew up around. No, we won't be up there with other people. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
never had that advantage. So knowing where we came from, it motivated us to do that. To stay that product of our environment. It made us become better at
more
being a man. Like,
responsible.
yeah, it's like, yo,
More
we
responsible.
want
Yeah.
this more than anything because we know where we started from and we know that we can change the outcome of it. We don't have to follow the generations before us. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
We can change this, and we're proving it to this day. We're living proof that we are changing it by the
Mhm.
actions we do, by the way we humble ourselves and humble others, by what we put out there in the world, and we don't expect nothing in return.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, we never saw this growing up. We didn't
Mm-mm.
see nobody. Not talking about, just talk.
I ain't never seen a finished basement.
Yo, true. For real.
With my little TV and setup down
That's
here.
crazy. I never saw finished basement until I moved to my house. That's so crazy. I mean,
I never see you pick up or mom and dad pick us up from like soccer practice. I did the girls the other day,
right. That's what I'm saying. I take them to soccer practice. I go to their games. I'm in the sideline of a soccer game, of a girls' soccer game cheering.
and I was able to
Never
come
saw
out and
that shit. I
embarrass
lived in
them.
K&A. You think I saw my dumb ass sitting on the sideline cheering on kids for a soccer game?
But
Like,
what
I never saw that.
we had curveball.
Yeah,
Hit that curve.
yeah,
Come on,
curveball.
Tat. That's what we had.
It's crazy, man. Like,
It's a different word, and that's from being the man
responsible.
you are and responsible
Hmm.
enough to make these type of changes in your life and adjust to it and stay consistent. Because another thing about being a man, if you know, like you said, like you feel like you're not moving in a place, I always go back to consistency, and that's go with me with my gym and with my health, and that goes back to my mental health. I gotta be consistent whatever I do. So whether I want to go to work, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go to work being consistent. Whether I want to go, let's go. Whatever I want to go do, like something I really don't. Let's say like my son, he hates getting haircuts. I don't know why. I always try to teach him like, hey, this is keeping up with your hygiene and
He'd
the
be
way
funny as hell
he
with
gets
that
so
shit.
upset. But I tell him like, look, this is something we have to do as guys. I try to teach me. If you notice, like I try to tell him like, I know you don't like getting it because when I was a kid, I didn't like it. It was boring, especially because I went to the chinks and they used to fuck my shit up. But I told him like you should be grateful in a sense because you need to understand as a young man, you're 10 now. Growing up, you want to take care of your looks. You want to look like a presentable young man. So you may not want to do this, but I'm showing my son at a young age like some things you got to do that you don't want to do. And I hope that he carry on with it. When he grows up, he do what he want. I'll be the voice for him, but I can't make him do anything. But anyways, what I'm saying is that as a man, you're gonna do things you don't want to do. If you know it's for the greater good of your family or for yourself, you're gonna end up doing it. You have to do it. You have to. You know what I mean? Like there's no running around there or trying to make an excuse. You could delay certain things because I procrastinate a lot and certain things or think in general in life. But let's say like food shop. Our little cousin always mess with me about it. He's like, Jay, you going food shopping today, or you went food shopping? I'm like, bro, you ask me this shit every week. I go food shopping, bro, and you know who I'm talking about, man. You know who I'm talking about. But gotta go food shopping, bro. I got a family. I got kids. I gotta go out there and buy the vegetables and fruits and meat. Like, come on, man. But you know,
Yeah, I mean, everything ties back. I feel like it sets the tone of. I'm not gonna say how because there's no fucking rule book to anything in life, but I'm gonna just say it anyway. It sets the tone of how to be a man. Is when you know you got your responsibilities to take care of, and the responsibilities of a man is a lot, and it's to me personally, I feel like it doesn't compare to women. I'm gonna go out there and say it. I might get attacked for that. It is what it is, but I feel like men's responsibilities don't don't compare to the woman's responsibilities
again, it could
as
be
far
something in
as
our
just
mind.
as in life, kind of from being away. I mean, it's so many things I can say to just be like, yeah, but the men would do that, or like the men would do that, and I'm not saying
I
I'm
got
not
you.
going to
I'm
deep.
I'm gonna use a big example right here. All right, laying down with your wife in bed. It's 2 a.m. Somebody running your crib. Guy has a gun. Who's gonna get up and defend the family? You or your wife? Who's expected to get up and defend the family?
The man.
Now, if the man don't do it, the wife look at you like, what? Why the fuck I'm about to go over there and defend this family? The man is just responsible for protection, for providing,
For support.
for support, for
Because
everything.
let's keep it real, ladies. How many times would y'all break down, or if something happens, something dramatic happens, y'all gonna break down and freak out?
I
Y'all
mean,
gonna look for the man and be like, "What we gonna do?
I,
What we gonna do?"
and it's true because women are naturally more emotional than men, and it's just proven a fact. I mean, people be like,
Like
Jay,
I
shut up
said,
because you be
I'm sorry,
emotional.
like I said, we might take shots this episode at the women, like,
Nah, I'm not
and
saying
it's
taking
not to
shots. I
put
think
y'all
it's just
down, man. It's not. I'm not saying that, man. I got 5 girls at home, my
no, you're
fiance.
explaining too much.
That's
It's
that's
the
6 girls at home. You feel me?
like you
Like I'm
live with all
all
girls.
woman power. You feel me? I'm with that, but it's just we just gonna keep it real, like we said, man. We're not gonna come on here sugarcoat or try to hide the
I
truth
guess
because
we're going like this way. Look, man, when I'm going through stuff as a man, I I don't like telling my wife about it. I don't like telling the kids. I can't. I feel like I can't even show emotion in my own home. You know what I mean? And it's because I feel like I need my children and wife to be vulnerable. I need them to express their emotion. And if I show them my emotion, if I show them that I'm weak, how are they gonna, supposed to be feeling weak or needing my comfort, or feeling like when they're stressed or overwhelmed, like they're gonna, oh, we gotta worry about dad. Like, no, like it's true. Like dad,
yeah,
man is the one that's looked upon as the strongest mentally and physically. So we don't have a chance to sit there and cry and weep. Like there's times I have terrible days or terrible week, and I just want just be left alone, and it's like I still got responsibility,
right.
and I could be a bum, to put it that way. I could be a boy and be like, man, I don't got time for this. No, man, as a man, I'm gonna go take care of it. I'm gonna go take care of it because that's just being a man. I'm not gonna show nobody how I'm feeling. Like, yeah, my wife would notice, like, what's going on with you? You okay? I'm sorry you're going through something. You could talk to me. I'm here for you. I'm like, yeah, I know, appreciate it, but don't worry
But
about it. I'll be all right.
for me, and to that point, I feel like as a man, one, I feel like this is the main goal for making this podcast. You have to express your feelings, right? You have to express your feelings.
Yeah,
You have to
you
express
have
what you're
to.
going through. But I get 100% what
I
you're
just feel like I'm
saying.
always not me,
You
but
have to be the strong one.
I feel like
That's what it is.
personally, yeah, it happens a
But you
lot to
could do it
me
in a way
or
like
people.
this, because this is what I tell a set sometimes, a lot of, like, if I'm having too much of a bad day, I feel like she's the only one I can go to, so I have to. But what I do is I
Right, so they don't feel
control
like
my
they
emotions first.
right, and
As a
that's
man, I feel like that's very, very important.
I was about to speak
Very,
about
very
that. As a
important.
man, one thing that I would love to teach my son that I needed to learn growing up as a teenager through adolescence, control your temper.
It's not even your temper. It's just your emotions.
Your
I feel like
emotions.
you have
Before
to
you
control your emotions.
before you act, always control
You
your emotions.
have to.
When
You
you're
have
mad
to,
at
have to,
somebody,
have
when
to.
you're upset, give it time. Then
Yes.
speak. But yeah, so what I do is with my wife is I would tell her, but I would state because I don't know, for some reason, first thing they think the kids or her is like, did I do something wrong?
Right.
So my thing is, look, what I'm going through, you guys can't control. I am going through something. I might feel weird today. The universe is making me feel a little odd today. I'm not feeling it today. I just gotta be alone for about a half an hour. But don't worry, I'm gonna get through this. So anything I could do, to be honest, not really. Just you guys be happy, and that will fill my heart. Right now, I'm just going through something mentally, and if it comes obviously to a point, I already know what to tell myself. I told myself to seek help. Yeah, go to therapy or my
My
biggest
thing
thing is
is,
my biggest thing is God. I pray a lot now.
yeah.
I've been praying a lot for a long time, and I think that helps me a lot with my mental health.
My thing is when I'm not good mentally that day or that week. Me and Lisette developed this thing. This is probably a little point, a little tip for some of you guys in relationships that don't really know how to like communicate and share your feelings, or you don't want to share your feelings. Like I'll just tell Lisette like if I come home from work and I'm not talking to son, she'll just ask me what's wrong. I said I don't feel good today,
Mm-hmm.
and she knows. If I say I don't feel good,
That's what I said. You do gotta state it. I don't just shun them out. I do state. I don't state it to the children. I just be no, that's cool. I'm just tired. But my wife, I do state it like, hey, I'm just not feeling good today.
yeah,
They notice. They'll notice
I'm
on
like, nah, I
text. They
don't.
notice on the
I
phone.
just don't feel good. And then she'll be like,
What's wrong?
like sick, feel good. I'm like, nah. And then she knows, like, it's just
Yeah, it's
mentally.
mentally.
So
I
she'll be like,
usually
all right.
just I go like that, just point to my head like, I just don't feel too good.
I just be like, I don't feel good.
It's probably because as men, I'm telling y'all,
Because
like,
I don't really like expressing it. I mean, and I'm not saying that because being a macho man, like, no, like I'm so over that. Like that shit just
I don't
like.
even care about that anymore.
Yeah, like that. I was so over that. Like guys be like, man, fuck that. I'm not expressing that shit. What like a bitch.
Nah,
like,
I think that's
bro, like,
that's kind of being emotional too.
bro,
Sometimes.
I would literally right now go cry in Lisette arms and still smack the shit out of anybody. That's how I'm built. Like,
why you do that, bitch? Bang, nigga.
yeah, that's just how I am. Like, I'm just like, and trust me, I'm far from the toughest guy in this world. Like, it's not like that. I'm just saying,
masculinity. Like you
yeah,
gotta be
like
able to
I'm
express
so
yourself.
far from that. Like, I'll just go over there. I'll be like. I'm not saying I cry. I'm not saying I cry regularly at home and shit. I'm just saying like if I had
It's
to,
one
like,
of them days, hun. Come on,
yeah, I'll
bring it
just
in, bring it in.
like come here, give me your shoulder real
Or you
quick. I gotta let
call-
these tears flow off me
Come
real
on.
quick.
No, because the whole podcast is that like I'm saying we're talking about how men usually handle it, and we're talking about proactive ways of us how we should really handle it. I feel like though in today's days, how I handle a lot of things is much better than how I used to,
Yeah,
because
and
I take time to process my emotion.
that's
You know
the
what I mean? I
responsibility.
take to myself, like instead of just
Yeah.
acting like I can, bro, on some shit. I could be a kind of ass if I'm not having a good day and take it out on people that don't deserve it.
I used to
And
do
then
that.
yeah, right. And it's like your wife tell you what you doing, like just leave me alone. Like yo, you did this. Like instead, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
But
used to
no,
do that.
instead
And I'm not
I
gonna lie,
sit
sometimes I
there.
still do it, and I feel bad as fuck, man, and I hate it.
It's
And
fucked up.
it is, man.
It
It is.
happens
Like
though.
I'll just get mad at Lisette for nothing, and it's be like, and it's nothing to do with her. It's
Yeah.
nothing, and I just get mad
That's
and
what I
I'll
said,
take
like-
it out on her, and I'll be like, look, I know I fucked up, and right after that, I'm cursing myself out. You're a piece of shit. You're the worst. You're the worst fiance she ever had in her life. Like you don't deserve her.
You the
I'm
only
talking
fiance
shit.
she ever had.
I'm the only, but like you know what I mean. But I always like I'll throw myself to the dirt right after, and it's
So
because
let me tell you this,
I'm not controlling my emotions, man. And as a man, oh my god, I just want to talk about the whole episode about that. Like as a man, that's the main thing you
big
have
thing
to
right
do.
there.
You have to control your emotions. Like
Mhm.
you have to. Like I know grown men out here that claims to be grown men, and they will argue. They will like literally argue with you, try to fight you because of something they heard from someone else. You don't understand how that sounds. You heard something from someone else, so you're already gonna go over there and crash out.
Well, the whole thing is like, what happened to the? Not even. What
Let's have a
happened,
conversation. Let's see what's going on.
Why can't we talk about things as a man? You know, like
Exactly,
we should
like-
be able to, like, even if I don't know you,
But that's
from
because
nothing,
they're
like,
little boys and they don't know how to control
I
their
feel like,
emotions.
yo, man, we should be brothers. Everybody out here, like, yo, we know what we go through as guys. So why not make it easier for each other? Why not like sit there and hash it out with a conversation? Why can't you take criticism? Nine
Especially
out
if
of
we
10
know
I
each
could.
other.
Yeah, that's big. That's even bigger.
Like as
I
men,
get the fighting thing because man, they build with testosterone. Because bro, I had so much, and I feel like I have a lot now. But like I said, I like to process my emotions before approaching any situation. It could be a person, or it could be something I'm battling in life. Like I gotta talk to my boss about something, or I gotta talk to, like you said, like a guy, or I gotta talk to somebody I know and I love, like, yo, I gotta check this situation because we gotta figure this out. Like I need to process my emotion now because I could not act out of emotion. As a man, control your emotion, and I could promise you the outcome's gonna come out better. Whether it even came in your favor or not, the outcome will be better just because as a man you handle that emotion. So right there, you already winning in life. When you a man and you can handle your emotion, who's gonna get to you? Who's gonna stop that man? Nobody. Nobody could get inside of that because you're already fighting everything inside of yourself. You fixing all that on your own. So when you accomplish things like that, self control, the world got none on you, man. It's God in you. Your self control, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. I'm telling you that right now, and that's what a lot of men need to realize. And my son, I see the little Albert he gets now or whatever, and I teach him at a young age, and I always explain to him like how important it is for us as guys to control ourselves. One thing I teach him that I'm big on that I wish my father would have taught me and implemented in my head was gain control over your emotions, respect people, even if they're not right. Doesn't mean you have to sit there and agree with them, but be the bigger person and just walk away or show love, kill them with kindness. Like I teach them these real things, and I know people be like, oh, but sometimes you got to knock them in the face. Yeah, you're right. I'll tell my son if it comes down to it, yo, sock him, straight from the rip, sock him. But if my son's in a situation where he can handle it and he knows to walk away or control his emotions, then come back and talk to somebody or just treat people with respect, that's what you do to these young kings. You gotta raise them like that. You know what I mean? You gotta put it in their head because I needed that growing up. I grew up as a hothead as a teenager and I regret so much for it. But I work towards it. You
yeah, I
work, and you
feel
can
like
change it. You could change it.
to explain that,
Feels
like,
better too. Just to let y'all know,
yeah, like that's the thing. Like,
feels way
you
better.
know how hard it is to like control yourself when you're
I feel like
angry,
it's
when
easy to
you
argue with somebody,
yeah, it
and it's
just
harder to control your emotions.
yeah. Like once I got older, I realized that, and I'm like when I see arguments now, and I just see the guys like walk off, I'm like, bro, you the man, bro, because that
It takes
I
a lot.
know that's gonna yeah,
It
that
takes a lot.
because. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like sometimes I still fall off there. Like Lisette says, I have road rage, but I don't have road rage. It's just
Nah, you
I,
do. You just told me something the other day. You said
listen.
the
It's
lady told you slow down, and you told her man I would smack the shit out of you.
I didn't tell her that.
You told the man, her
I told her
man.
boyfriend that.
Yeah, cause he said, "Yo, you ain't about that, man."
No, yeah, but that was different.
No, I know, but
I wasn't speeding.
you
That's
could have
the
just
thing.
left though.
I wasn't speeding, and she
It's
cursed
probably
at
because you
me.
just woke up for work. I got time for this shit.
Yo, she fucking like got next to my car and scared me. So I opened the door, and I was like, "Listen, like I didn't speed and whatever." And long story short, she was like, "You need to slow the fuck down." And then while I was talking to her tough boyfriend gonna say, "You ain't about that, bro. You ain't about that." So what I said was, and again, I'm not tough. I don't condone this. I try my best to stay away from violence, but I was fucking pissed. So what I said was, I said, "Listen, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna smack the shit out you." And then they shut the fuck up, and I just drove off. But again,
And then we
I
just
should have
seen them.
controlled myself because one, they live in my neighborhood. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two,
It's not worth it.
what? Yeah, like what if something did happen?
It's just a couple words.
What I'm gonna explain? Let's say it gets to a point where police are gonna come. What am I gonna explain? They're like, "Yo, how this started?" She told me stop speeding. Even though I wasn't speeding, all she said was, "Stop fucking speeding," and I let that get to me. That's
Escalate.
because I woke up and I
So
was just
we got B is prime example. Short audience is, in situations like that. Like I was just telling you, you got to be the bigger person and know how to walk it
yeah,
off.
you walk it off, control your emotions, and just relax, man. Think about it.
Think about how many
All I should have said
arguments and
was I should have
disagreements you
just
could get
opened
away
my
from.
door and were like, "Listen, I didn't think I was speeding, but if I was, I apologize." Right? Because if somebody telling you slow down, they probably thought you were speeding. Or maybe it looked like you were speeding. So at the end of the day, all you can really say is, "Hey, listen, I didn't think I was speeding, but if I was, I do apologize. I didn't notice." then she probably would be like, look, it's okay, just be more careful around here.
Well,
It was
some people is
midnight.
not that nice. They would be like, no, fuck you, don't do it again.
Nah,
Still,
if it came to that, yeah, I would have been her
that's what I'm saying.
boyfriend.
Some people, sometimes you gotta learn how to walk away. Just walk away from a situation. Like,
Yeah, I
hey,
should have just kept
hey, my
driving. Like, I'm
fault,
in my car.
my fault.
But it was midnight. I only got like an hour of sleep. It was midnight, and I'm going to work, and I was just pissed. So I'm like, fuck it, she gonna catch this shit.
Anyway, let's get back into our
But
stuff.
yeah, that's another
We've been
example,
talking
man.
about
Just
our financial stuff. I know there's a lot of other responsibility we gotta let them know about. I feel like
yeah.
this we could, like you're right, we could talk about
Yeah,
this
man, because I
all
still want
day.
to talk about the controlling emotion shit, man. But just long story short, you control your emotions. That's what really makes you a man, man. You control your emotions, like he
Part of
said.
being a man, yeah.
Yeah, nothing's gonna stop you because you could literally laugh shit off. Like somebody could just be yapping in your
Plus,
ear, and you
sometimes
just
that
laugh
laugh
that
could
shit
be like a
off.
little,
Like
like mischievous, like ha ha ha. And deep down in your head, you're like,
I don't know
oh,
what he
beat
talking about.
your
He got an
ass.
evil laugh. He think he browser or something. I don't fucking know.
Browser, I thought it was Bowser.
Who's
You said browser like a web
Oh
browser.
shit! We browsing the internet. Nah, no Bowser. I meant Bowser. That's fucking hilarious.
Nah, yeah, but so
Handy dandy notebook. I have it.
that's my saying.
Let's go to it. So something I wrote down was protecting. We kind of spoke about that though. But
We all know if you a man in a relationship, a woman's gonna always expect you to protect, as
have
you
to.
should. And as a man, you better never let your lady argue with another man in front of you and do shit about it. Or you better never let somebody try to check your lady in front of you. You there. You better either figure it out.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, I
Your
don't
lady
condone
or
violence.
your children. At the end of the day, we are the kings.
That's one
And
thing.
we
Yeah.
protect. We protect. In nature, we protect. Even the other man on the other side of the room. Maybe he don't want to do it, but at the end of the day, he got to protect his. You protect yours, they protect theirs, or at the end of the day, we just protect. You see a kid getting bullied, what you going to do? Protect. You act as a man. You go to the behavior. Hey, this shit ain't flying over here. Cut that bullshit out. Kick rocks, kid. I don't care if it's a kid, but you gonna protect. I'm not saying
Yeah,
go
I
hit a
mean,
kid, but you gonna correct their actions and
That's
teach
one
them
thing
as
I
a
tell my
man.
kids. Like, if an adult ever comes to you, you always, always, always tell them, "I'm gonna get my dad." Not in a mean way, not in a fighting way. You let them know, "Hey, hold on, I'm gonna go get my dad." That's
But you
it.
see how it would
Because I
say
feel like no adult should be checking kids.
right.
Like it just
No, I just said that in a bully. If you see a kid bullying a kid,
no,
that's
no,
when
no.
I
I
said
know,
you gotta
I know
tell
that.
them.
I'm saying in general. I feel
Oh yeah, yeah.
like if my kid is doing something outside your house and then you come outside, like, yo, stop that, don't do that.
Yeah,
Nah,
that's not.
come knock on my door, speak to me. I feel like
I mean, that's what I would do. I would go to them. I'm going to tell your parents right now. They be like, go ahead. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna go tell your parents.
go ahead, snitch.
Yeah, damn, this kid really getting to me now.
Yeah. But nah, man. I feel like that's one thing I don't play with. I don't like when adults speak to my kids, like even on some friendly shit, man. But that's just me, man. I just don't trust nobody like at all. So
Nah, but yeah,
that's a different story.
as a man,
but-
we are the protectors. You know, they always say your home is your kingdom. You do by all means to protect
and
your home.
protecting is not only physically,
No, mentally is that's when it comes back to the way
physically
you speak.
and emotionally. I feel like we gotta protect. We gotta protect emotionally. I mean,
Protect ourselves and protect others emotionally.
yeah,
We gotta. That's what I said. Like men have to show more affection, man.
yeah,
More love.
yeah, 100%, man. I feel like the world would be a better place if the men just open their heart a little more.
And as a man, some advice. I know a lot of us don't like to listen to long stories as guys, but it's always good to hear somebody out and sit there and be compassionate towards them. Your children, your wife, your mom, your brothers, your sisters, a friend. You know, don't just try to hurry it up or anything like that. Like
Yeah, 'cause I know-
like you
I
said
feel like
about
men-
mentally, like you gotta sit there because I would say my experience with my wife, like you know, if you find a moment where they're being vulnerable to you, then you basically go up to them with open arms. You allow them to be vulnerable to you, and you protect their feelings. You protect their mental health and the way they feel. Same with your children. What happens when one of your girls get hurt? They, daddy, daddy, and that's when you consult them and you give them the love as a father should, and you tell them, don't worry, this boo boo gonna go away. And daddy kisses it and it goes away.
My kid's different, bro.
I know they fall. You be
you-
like, they are. They be like,
My kid's different. Yeah, my kid. And I feel like that's just how I raise them because they're girls and
I
I'm
don't know,
scared of
because
the
they'll
world.
come to me and be like, Theo, and I'll be like,
Nah,
come here.
that's
Come
because
here,
they know
come
you a
here.
little soft.
That's
but
cool. Come here. Come with
my
Theo.
kid, I remember one of my daughters. She fell outside, So I got a nice good sized lawn in the front, but then I got one path of cement, the walkway, I guess you want to call it. So she's playing around, running back and forth in the grass, and she falls on the cement part. She looks at her cut and she says, "What we gonna do?" I said, "You just gotta rub some grass in there and it'll go away." She literally ripped the grass off the ground and rubbed it into her cut in her knee.
Who knows? That probably worked.
Yeah, I never
Probably got
saw a
some
kid do
minerals
that.
and
Like
stuff.
once a kid get cut and see blood, they're screaming. You can't touch it. Yeah, she took the grass from the ground, rubbed it in her knee, and looked at it and started playing again.
Like, all good.
I was so happy. I'm like, thank you. I don't. Sometimes they're crybabies, but that's because they dramatic.
It's
As
not
hell.
crybabies. They're kids.
Nah,
Kids
man, they be
cry.
dramatic.
You
Yo,
know what's
so
crazy? I wish
dramatic.
they could meet you when you was a kid. How many times you fucking sat there and cried?
I mean,
They'll probably look at you like, damn, dad, that's why you like that with us? Because nobody gave you love when you was crying.
nah, man. I try to raise them tough, man. This world is
world
a
is tough.
cruel world.
It is.
But yeah, man. Emotionally and physically, you want to protect the people you love.
Yeah.
As a man, you want to protect the people you love in those ways because, shit. I mean, like we said, it's gonna get looked at upon you to protect. You know, like he
I
said.
feel as though every time there's a problem, the first one they look at is the man.
Yeah.
Whether it's good or bad. Like, if somebody needs to blame somebody, they blame the man. Or if there's a problem going on and something needs to get
That's crazy.
done,
That's the next thing I wrote down. I feel like another
They look for the
responsibility
man.
is leading.
yeah. So
The responsibility
it'll
of
be
a
the
man
leadership.
is leading.
I feel as though as a man you have this role where you have to be a leader. And when I say this, I'm gonna be 100% real with y'all. I could be in a situation I have no clue about something. Not that I'm an act, but my intuition is gonna kick in, or the man nature inside of me, where I'm gonna try to figure it out. Because my wife will look at me, the children will look at me, or whoever I'm around is going to look at me first since I'm the only man around and be like, what would you do? And I'm like, well, I got to make some shit up right here and right now.
I do that shit.
You know
all
what
the
I
time.
mean? And that's what, so I'll
Probably
put it,
every day.
I'll put it like this. Like, as a man, but I notice when I do our videos, I put my hands out so much when I talk. So I'm
I
trying to
always
keep
talk
them
with my
here.
hands.
But as a man, I notice.
Like Ricky Bobby. Remember Ricky Bobby?
Shake and bake.
Yeah, remember when he was doing that interview? He was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I was just racing." And
Yeah.
then he was like, "I don't know what to do with my hands." Okay.
That
That
movie
shit-
and
that
Step Brothers, yo. Oh man. But
He's
anyway,
fucking
anyway.
hilarious.
As a man, I feel as though. Okay, as a man, right? And I'm talking about how they always look at
I'm
us.
about to say,
or
you
like
need to
how
restart?
kind of hit the restart button. Damn, stop making me restart. I gotta reset again. As a man, right? Even if you don't know, as a man, in my nature, and I hope in other guys, before you gotta hire somebody to get something fixed or get something done in your home, your car, or anything, I use this as an example. It could be way better examples out there. But as a man, I will hope that you would try to do it before getting another man to do it for you. It's only because me as a man, I feel as though if another man could do it, I can do it. And I have the no. I said I feel. It ain't correct.
I just don't agree.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it, at all.
it
I don't
ain't
agree with
correct
you
because there's shit I can't do a lot of shit. But I'm saying if something breaks in my house, I'm gonna try to fix it first before getting someone else. And it could lead to bad shit because it could get out here like, fuck, I should just hire somebody.
saying.
But I
That's
feel as
what I'm
though
gonna
like
say. Like you don't want to. I feel like it's the wrong piece of advice to give because you don't want to get somebody who don't know shit. He looked at
Nah,
two
fuck
fucking
that.
videos on YouTube,
that's me. And I'm gonna go
but now you
try.
cost $1,000 of damage.
Well, no, you know your limits. Come on, as a man, you can't be dumb. Okay?
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like
No,
that was-
you can't be-
I just don't agree
no,
with that. I feel
you
like
can't
if you
be
don't know
dumb.
it, you don't know.
No, but if it's something that you're probably capable of doing, do some research and try it first. That's what I'm saying. I don't mean like just do everything because I know there's things that you're just not going to be able to do.
All right, boom. I'm gonna give you an example. This literally happened today before I came over here, guys. In my house today, right now. That's crazy that he brought this up. So I'm gonna give you an example. So you know where my man cave is at, right? So my man cave, the playroom, right? All right. So my man
Downstairs to
cave,
the
you know,
right.
it has the closet for the water heater,
Mm-hmm.
the whole HVAC system type shit, whatever, all that, right? So I go in there, smells like gas.
Yeah, gas leak.
I called PSEG,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the PSEG, right? I called them. They came over. They found my gas leak. I
Oh
got an
yeah, the
old
gas leak.
pipe, right,
Mm-hmm.
from the gas line. It may be cracked, corroded. I don't know what it is. He checked it. The guy checked it. He found it. He showed me. It's leaking gas. He said it's pretty bad too. And so he tells me. He said we gotta shut your gas off. So right now in my house, I have no gas in my house. They shut my gas off. I didn't pay the bill. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry because some people really go through that. I'm sorry, that was a bad
I
joke.
mean, we went through it.
We
So
went
that's
to
probably why you
that. We went
joking
to that
about
all the
it.
time as kids.
Like
I
they
don't give a
said, we
fuck,
said
man.
another
I need to stop
episode.
explaining myself. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. On here is gonna be bad jokes, dark jokes, inappropriate jokes, all that shit, whatever. But yeah. So they cut my gas off. I don't got no gas right now, so I don't got no hot water. I don't got no stove. Like it's just I'm done. We're gonna take showers with cold water. So of course my kids, they don't know shit about the fucking struggle. They start fucking bitching.
Crying. Oh my
Oh, cold
god.
water. What are we gonna do, Dad? I don't like cold water. You know that. The twins, they're only 10 years old, and this is what they thinking. Cold water is gonna mess up my skin.
Actually, cold
What?
water is better for your skin than hot water.
Shut up. Right? I'm like, whatever. So I go down there. He shows me where the gas leak is at, and he says you need to hire a plumber to do this, cause it's some nasty. Like it's old. Like the pipes are old. The gas pipes. So I'm looking. I'm like, I can do that. I can do that shit.
Like the
But
gas already off. I might as well give it a try.
right, it's gas.
Mm-hmm.
You don't play around with gas.
Nope.
I never changed a gas line in my life, but looking at it, I know I can do it. So do I do that?
No. See, now my example, fuck tart. I
No,
was talking
your
about.
example was try it before another
Now,
man do
let
it.
me give an example. I'm about to do my own brakes. That ain't nothing to do with gas. You talking about some gas shit that people go to school for HVAC and all that. Let them
Plumbing. That's plumbing.
Let them do that. You gonna go there
But
take
you
away
just
a
told these
pipe
guys.
that doesn't even. Yeah, but I'm using a different example. I'm using the example that I wanted to use, like it's something like things like that, like small things around the home. You got to mount a TV. The toilet
Just to
flapper
let
ain't
y'all know.
working. Shit like that.
Just to let y'all know, I'm going to fix it myself.
You can try. The gas already off. That
I'm going to fix it
I
myself.
would say try.
But
But
if you
when
go on
turn
the news and you see an explosion in South Jersey, that was my house.
nah, that's dumb. But the gas off. You can try as a man. You could have the man with the ego, like you're saying right now, or you could be a man like me. Know your limits
Or I could be the man that go to Home Depot.
and hire the guy that's waiting outside. Get back in my truck, eh?
Right after he's done, I'm going to take him to... Never mind.
Wow, that's
Never
fucked
mind.
up.
Never mind. I'm sorry. Sorry I got carried away. Nah, just cool. But I guess that's a responsibility as a man, right? You gotta make those tough
I
decisions.
feel like
Do
we
you do
said a
it,
lot of funny shit about that part being a man, but
or do you hire somebody? Me
let us
personally,
know in the comments.
I want to do it. I want to do it. The
Me
set
personally
is
with
not
the gas
taking
line,
that shit
yeah,
though.
I wouldn't.
She's not having it. She's not having it. Like
So look,
even when I bring it up, she starts like just automatically going off on me. She's like, "You're so fucking dumb. Like there's no way you touching that gas." And it's like, I know what to do. You know, just screw the pipes, put the tape on it, or I could just put some PVC pipes and put duct tape around it. I don't know.
is it a boom or is it a doom?
But find
Let us know in
out
the
if I
comments.
survive, I get 5 big booms.
If you don't, you have one big ass boom.
I have one big ass funeral cost. But damn man. Let's keep going. Cause we about to get carried away. So what we talking about? I wanted to talk about providing. We did that. Protecting. We did that. Leading. We did that. You know, making a good example for your family. Making those
we could go
important
back to
family
some things and
decisions.
talk much more about them, but I kind of want to talk about this stuff as well. But,
What?
No, but you
Oh, I thought you had something else.
No, I'm
No,
saying
no.
because the things we said, bro, you could give examples all day, every day.
I'm telling you,
Because
all these episodes
I'ma-
we did, we're gonna go back to.
Yeah,
them.
I'm gonna tell you this because you're gonna keep learning as you grow. You know what I mean? Like we're learning now, and it's never going to stop, man. So I feel like this is the best. The mental health thing is never going to go away. It's always going to be there. We're just trying to help the audience feel a little better about it, because we all know the men got a stigma on them. We
Yeah,
got a
man.
gun
That's what we
behind our
want. We
back.
need some guests on here. Have some different stories, some different jokes, some different faces, something. You don't want to keep looking at
Wait for my
this.
little brother to come back, man.
Yeah. Do y'all want? Y'all want Ant to come back? I want Ant to come back. I think Ant should come back.
He definitely should. He got some good insight, even though he don't really speak a lot.
Yeah, I think Ant should come back. Let us know. Let us know. Comment. Let us know, please. I think Ant should come back.
I
But
know I wrote something down. I might save it for the end for a thing.
I mean, you got something. Go ahead, say something. I was gonna put the next thing was gonna be supporting. I mean, supporting could go tie in with the other ones, but
I feel like they all tie in with it, because we were just talking about men responsibility in
yeah,
general.
but I feel like one of the responsibilities for a man is to is like the supporting. That's a big one to me. That's why I kind of wrote it down. Like,
Well, you were saying about that support. Well, when you talked about the mental protecting, I was also saying that's more of a supporting thing as well.
cause I wrote supporting, then I wrote encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
Like your job as a man, your responsibility as a man, you have to encourage the people you're around. And a lot of the stuff I wrote down, I kind of was looking at it from a husband slash father because
I guess because that
obviously
position you're in,
yeah, it's just like
that's
that. But I
it's
mean, guys
more to relate
that
to.
like he said earlier,
I try
guys
to bring it
without
to like guys without families as well,
yeah,
because
you can still relate to this. I mean, 100%. Even females could fucking relate to this shit. But it's
mm-hmm.
like that's that. I feel like a lot of the stuff I wrote down, I was kind of looking through my eyes and not only my eyes, but the eyes of the guys I know that are fathers and husbands and shit. And it just I feel like supporting was a good one for me to bring up because as a man, you got that responsibility to support. I mean, everything, everything. I mean,
Let me say that I don't know. I was just thinking in my head because you were saying about it earlier, right? So we're gonna say, because I'm gonna say how I feel. I feel as though as a man that we have no days off. This is how I feel.
right.
Right? Now, to take this to a healthier approach, maybe to help myself, I feel like we don't have no days off. Like every day, we still got to give them 100%. Our
Mm-hmm.
families, ourselves, our work, everything around us, we got to give 100%, regardless of how we feel mentally or physically.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay for a man to basically say, hey, I don't have it in me today, I'm not doing shit? Is that healthy? Or is that making yourself like, don't do this to yourself? That's making yourself weak. You know you're better than this. Don't let your mind overcome you.
So
You know
you're
what I mean?
asking me basically, is it okay to do or is it not okay to do?
Right, because you hear people say it all the time, like, oh, I just don't have the energy today.
I think I
And they'll be like, I'm not with it today. I'm not with
I
the
think it's
shits.
okay to do. I think
I probably could have worded it better, say it nicer. But more like, you need that mental break, or because I feel like men, you won't see really complain or show the emotion or a lot of shit as frequent, only because I feel like they could let it build up so much more than what a woman could, and hold it in so much longer
right.
until they really feel like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to express myself where my family's afraid that something's going on with me. I rather, like how I do it now, whenever it does come, like, hey, I'm okay, just I need some time.
Right.
But then I feel guilty automatically, like, let me
But
go get
that's
up,
what I'm
let me go
saying.
get up
Like
and help with the dishes. Let me go get up and take the kid and go do this. And
that's what I'm
it's just
saying. It's
like,
hard to answer because if you're asking if it's okay to do because you need that in order to keep it rolling, then I'll say yeah. But is it okay for your mental health as a real man? Probably not for the exact reason of what you just said.
as soon as
You're not gonna be okay with it.
my mind doesn't rest.
Even though you want that and you kind of feel like you
Yeah,
need
you
that,
need it
you as a man and you know when you have
in your
those
nature. Yep.
responsibilities,
Yep.
you're not gonna be okay with
So
that. You're
that's what
not
I'm
gonna be
saying.
okay with that break.
So how can
So
we
it's
tell our
hard.
audience to,
It's
like, how they're gonna feel better?
what
Because I'm
I'm gonna
telling you,
say.
I can't get a break, because my wife knows. I'll tell her, and my kids know, like, dad doesn't stop. Like, I can't
Right.
stop, and I just can't, man. I could sit there with COVID, with the flu, and I'm gonna get up and still do something, because I can't. It's like
Right. I
my
mean,
mind doesn't let me.
I feel like then like with stuff like that only because I can relate to that in a way because I do the same shit. Like I can literally go to work with a gunshot wound to my fucking chest, and I'll just be
I
like,
don't
oh,
know
I can't
about
call
that.
out. But I'll
But
just
give me a
I'll just show
band-aid.
up.
No, you go to give
I'm
me
like,
some grass.
they're
I'll
like,
put
oh,
some
you got
grass
blood
on
on your
it.
shirt. I'm like, oh, that was from yesterday. Don't worry about it. But I feel like though, like if you was just if it was something to let our supporters know, I'll just be like,
You
listen,
should listen to your body, I guess. Like
if you need
take some
that,
time.
if you need that, then take that. If you need it, then take it. You're not gonna be okay with it, but you can make up for it.
Absolutely, yeah.
You can make up for it.
Just
Like,
don't stay in it too long.
yeah. You're gonna need a
You
break.
got
I feel like a
responsibilities.
lot of people at a point in time they're gonna need a break. Me, I don't like it, but I also don't. I don't complain that I don't get it. You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
What I complain about is that I am tired,
Yep.
but in a different way. Because I complain in a way like, why the fuck am I tired? I can't be tired right now. I don't complain like, oh my God, I need to sleep, man. Or like, I can't right now. I just can't.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
hate the
complain
fact when I
like
get
that.
tired. I know I still get
Yeah,
stuff
like I'm like,
done.
all right, now I'm about to slow down because I feel my body getting tired. That's what pisses me
The week
off.
is already short as
So
is. It's not enough time.
yeah, like that's what pisses me off. But as far as some guys being like, listen, man, like I'm not there mentally, physically, like I just can't keep up with this right now, man. I need to sit down. Like I need to sit down for a little bit. You take that, man. Like as the responsibilities of a man, like I said, we have a lot of them. A
Yeah.
real man has a lot
We
of
probably just named the
responsibilities.
1% to you guys this video.
Yeah, but I mean, not.
I'm exaggerating.
I mean,
We name important things that we feel as though that are a big responsibility to us.
yeah, because this. I mean, there's so much fucking shit to keep talking about. It's just insane.
Like one thing, just throw out there, like in a funeral, the kids crying, the woman cry. Like a man got to sit there. Most of the time, they don't want the man crying. Like we gotta be strong. It's tough, right? Like you gotta, cause they would look to the shoulder and look at you for the comfort. So you gotta sit there and be strong. And I witnessed it with my own eyes. I give a shout out to my OGs and the guys that I know, some of them, because they hold that shit together. They will hold it in. But I know they battling, you know. Same with myself. So, as a man, we got to be strong. We're the leaders. We're the providers, the mentors.
That's crazy. Every example you said today, I've been through.
Hmm.
That's so crazy because the one you just talking about the funeral, that literally happened to me.
You got to sit there. Not sit there.
Yeah,
You got to be there to be. You first of all, you can't lose your shit.
right.
You can't snap out of it. It could be somebody we know closely, which happened. I'm gonna say one of our parents could pass away now. And
Why would you
I
do
know,
that?
but you gotta be real, right? And it's like knowing me, I will have to
You
try
know
to
it's
stand there.
nighttime already. Too?
I know, don't get pants. Listen, go to the gym. Listen, hold on. I know when I got little siblings and all that, I will have to try my best not to cry or like get locked in my head because I'm worried them even more, or the kids, or even my wife, even though it's my parents, and I'm just like, I gotta be strong for these people.
Thank you for ruining my night, dude.
Gas,
Thank you for that.
no gas. Now you get a panic attack.
I'm gonna have a panic attack in a cold ass shower.
No, the cold shower actually will calm your body down though.
Man,
No, but like it's just true. That's what I'm bringing it back. Like guys know that. Guys know that they're the strength. They're the real rock in the family, man.
yeah,
It's the
because
man. It's the man.
when Lisette lost her grandmother, right? Her grandmother was the one that basically had a big part of her life of raising her. So, Lisette lost her, and like I felt this in my soul how much it hurted her. Like I felt it in my soul. I was the one who had to break the news that her grandma passed. That right there already took a big chunk out of me, right? It hurted me to my core because I never did that before. I never had to break news to somebody that, hey, you lost the person you love the most in your family today.
To
I'm
your
sorry.
spouse at that.
Yeah, and it's like
You gotta
I
be strong
walk
for
in,
her.
I tell her, and it's just like she breaks the fuck down, and I'm just like, it hurts me. Like I wanted to break down too because one, I loved her grandmother. Like I knew her for a short amount of time, and I loved her. She was a very nice lady. She loved the fuck out of my kids. She would do anything for them, and the love she had for Lisette was out of this world. The love Lisette had for her was out of this world, and when she lost her, I wanted to break down. I feel like I needed to because it was just there. It was there, like about to come out, and I just couldn't because
You'll
Lisette was.
definitely shed some tears and be like worried on that, but
I mean, yeah,
your
but
nature's gonna kick in where you gotta be like, I'm
I'm
here,
here. I'm
I
strong.
got
Yeah,
you.
I'm strong. I got this. Like it's cool.
You don't think about
And
yourself at the moment,
right,
like
right.
you just
And I'm just
sacrifice everything inside your heart and your emotion
yeah,
to
because I
be
knew I
there.
knew she wasn't gonna be there. I knew Lisette wasn't gonna be there mentally, and she wasn't. It destroyed her. It destroyed her for a while. Like
I'm getting
for
goosebumps all over my body now. I'm gonna get a panic attack tonight.
it destroyed her for a while, man. And it's like I never thought I would be in so close of a position because like this dumbass brought up earlier,
I'm scaring myself now.
fucking losing one of our parents. Like
Oh
that's the
man,
next part. I feel like I'm gonna be as close as it is. Like I've seen people lose their parents, but I never been so close in that position. Like as to kind of know how they felt. You know what I'm talking about? Like I can imagine, and I know losing a parent, you felt like you lost part of your life. Like it's fucking hard.
depending on the child and the parent history.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But
Or just somebody close to you in general, the closest person in your life. Like
yeah.
you're never ready for something like that. And I feel as though as the man, if you're gonna live through it, which we all will one day through some type of experience like that,
Why you gotta keep going there?
because we being real, like being a man,
Well, we don't gotta be real with that
Shit,
right
I
now. We
gotta-
talking about
I
responsibilities.
feel like I gotta prepare.
You want to take it to a dark fucking losing our parents shit.
No, it's not
That
only
shit,
that. I
man.
just feel like as that part of man, like we're never prepared for that. But I feel like we still act pretty good out of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
wasn't
good
prepared
men,
at
the
all.
Good men would act.
I wasn't prepared.
They would act out of just a place in their own heart, somewhere in their mind. They'll take control
And man,
lead that situation.
man, that was one of the hardest days ever in my life, man. I'm just there and I'm trying. I'm consoling her. I'm hugging her and just letting her know, like, look, I'm right here. Because you can't tell nobody nothing when they go into that. You can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be all right because it's not. Don't. I feel like when I see people tell somebody at a funeral, hey, it's gonna be okay. No, it's not.
It's because it's comfort in words. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's comforting words, but let's be real to them. Well, you be real up front, you won't have to make up for it in the back. You feel me? Like to just be real up front. And to this day, sometimes she'll come out of nowhere and start talking about her grandmother, and she'll start crying, and it breaks
That's
my
what I was gonna
fucking
say.
heart
Like
again.
it's an ongoing process for the rest of your life that certain things you always got to be that strong backbone now.
Yeah, and I'm there as a man. I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supporting her, and I'm hearing her speak. And then again,
That's part of being a good man too, is actually listening and not just being like, "This is what you're going to do."
yeah, I
Because
never,
this
and
is
that's
what a
why.
man would do. No, you got to see it in a different way now.
Right. Yeah, because I never
here for you in
never
every way
tell her.
possible.
Yep. When she start crying randomly and shit, I never tell her. I never say, listen, calm down. It's okay. You know, she's in a better place. I never tell her that. I always tell her, I always keep it straightforward with her. She knows that. Like, we care for each other so much that we keep it straightforward with each other, even if it hurts our feelings. Like, we have to, you know what I'm talking about? But I keep it straightforward and I tell her, I'm like, look, you're going to go through this for the rest of your life. It's going to hurt you for the rest of your life, and you're never going to get over it. But all I want to let you know is it's okay to do what you're doing. Like, if you want to break the fuck down and yell and how much you miss her, go right ahead. I'm going to be right here. I'm going to wait till you calm down and ask you if you're hungry, because that's my comfort.
That's the
food.
That's the comfort part. Yeah,
That's
it's like
my shit. Food.
something. I
But it's
cry
like,
with a cheesesteak in my mouth. No diddy.
yo, how can you cry with a cheesesteak in your mouth, man?
I'm just using it.
What's wrong with you, man? But yeah, man, I feel like as a man, like I just be like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna let you know, hey, you're gonna hurt, man. You're gonna hurt, and it's gonna hurt a lot. And as a man, I just let her go through it, man. Let her go through emotions. But you know, even though I wanna cry sometimes too, cause like you never want to see somebody going through something that hurtful, that hurtful. You know, you understand? You don't want to see somebody going through so much hurt at once, especially somebody you care so much about. Like, you don't want to see that, man. That shit breaks your heart. But as a man,
we gotta be there.
yeah,
I think
and
about like
I
as a
support.
man, we can't even grieve in peace in front of people.
Yeah, you go to the
That's what
bathroom
I'm
real
saying,
quick, and you grieve. You take a quick piss and you grieve.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would like people
Alright,
to let us
back
know
out.
too how you handle it, because I feel like we're giving these examples, but we also want to focus on making sure the man is okay and healthy, because it's not okay to cry alone. It's not okay to experience these traumatic things alone. Like they got
It's
to be
not okay to
outlets for us
feel
alone.
alone neither. I want to get that out there. It's really not okay to feel alone because you shouldn't feel alone. One, I care, man. I'm telling you. Just because we never spoke face to face and you only saw me right here, I do care. I care
Yeah,
about your feelings. I care about you as a human. I care about you as a man, as a person. I care about you. You understand? So you ever feel alone? Listen, my social media's all over there already. Like we already put ourselves out there. Come talk to us, man. Just
100%.
I
Give us
might
some
I might not
tips.
respond so fast, and a lot of people hate me for that.
I love it. If y'all could,
But
this episode, whoever watching us, just give me one helpful tip on, or I won't say helpful tip, but what is one responsibility that's big in your life as a man or woman, as what you think a man should do? And don't be petty in the comments. I mean, be real. What is a good thing, a trait that a man has for when they come being responsible? It's
what
not
you
only
mean?
about
Like
in general, in their supportive ways, financially, emotionally, mentally. Um,
no, I know, but what you're asking them? You're asking them like what's
what's a good
their
trait
big
for them?
responsibility, or you're asking like
I don't know. Just drop it. I'll say just drop anything. I guess drop anything in regards to a man and his responsibilities, whether you feel like it's good or bad. Just speak. I like to see people views
I'm
on.
confused.
I want okay. I would like to see the views of our audience on how they perceive what a man's responsibility should look like or be. You still don't get it?
So you want them to let us know? Hold on, I might be having a fucking
I think you got a brain
brain
for it,
fart
or maybe
because
I'm just saying it wrong this whole
because
time,
they're probably like dumbass. So you're not hearing what he's saying. I'm
or
sorry.
maybe
Hold
it's
on
saying
though, man.
yo.
Hold on. It's late. I've been up since 1 this morning. Hold on. Let me get it together right here. So you're saying you want somebody to let us know what is a man's responsibility? Was one of them? you you
Because I think
confused.
you just
You're
you
confused too.
yes, kind of, yeah. Like I want them to drop a comment on how they perceive men responsibility, good or bad. Like good or bad. Like hey, this man men need to do this better. I feel as though that's the man's responsibility, and a lot of men these days don't do
Oh,
this.
okay, okay,
Or
okay,
hey,
okay,
you know
okay.
what I love about men is because no matter what a man goes through, they will always be there for you. Like I don't know, like
I got you.
like a
I got you.
responsibility.
That see, that's how you need to explain stuff to me. That stuff like
All right,
that.
look. This is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna leave our audience with this because I don't want them getting confused from our episode now. You want to say something else?
I mean, we can still talk afterwards. Go ahead.
All right, I'll save it.
Damn,
That's gonna be
you
my the end of the episode. What I want to give back, like an important.
like what you want to leave them with type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you, man. All right, then go ahead.
Wow.
I guess, man, we can end it there. Go ahead. I mean, I still got a lot to talk about,
We can
but
come back to it though. I feel like we've been going into this a while. I don't want to juggle things, get people confused. I just want them to, let the main thing be the main thing. That's what I'll leave it with.
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts for
Hurts.
the win.
Nah, listen. Okay, as a man, as a man, right? I feel like a man will provide for his family, right? I'm using a family aspect. Real men will always provide for their family. Even when that man is not appreciated, respected, or loved, a real man is going to continue to provide for that family. Why? It's in the nature. It's in the man. I know I use that a lot. You know how I say love is love in our whole episode? And a man's nature. Maybe people will agree, maybe people will disagree. But I feel as though a real man, no matter what the circumstance is, and his family, whether he's being appreciated, respected, valued, or if he is or not, that man will still get up and provide every way possible for that family. Booyah.